comfortably lift you off the ground from 2 feet away. Here we go.
Go.
You see, no curl at all.
Go.
No curl at all. Ready?
Go.
1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, you gotta relax. You gotta keep stiff.
Right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Jesus Christ. 250 is a lot.
All right, so this is what we're going to learn today. It's called the lift. I'm trying a different thing. There it is. We'll see if this works. Hello, beautiful people. It's Brian Brushwood. Today is January 30th, 2026, and we are going to do some Scam School. This, of course, is the Bible study to the canonical only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. That was Scam School. And what are we going to do? We're going to keep the spirit alive by going through day by day here on Office Hours, and we're going to learn the lift. The lift was episode 6. It was also one of a curious kind of effect where there's no direct benefit to winning a free drink at the bar. Everything else, it was pretty clear. It's like, oh, you're going to do this, it's going to be gotcha, and you're going to end up winning a free beer. But then we're getting more into just sort of general entertainment. I don't know. This one exists in a superposition of punking somebody, but strangely, it's the best kind of punking them because they are delighted and thrilled and surprised, and their day is made better for it. So here, we're going to watch the lift in its entirety, and then I'll explain all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Here we go. No, wait. No, we don't. There we go. Let's get that proper. Here we go.
Hey, you. Look to your right. No, not the cameraman. You at home. Look to your right. Go on. Look. Nobody's watching. Look to your right. Look to your left. One of the 2 people you just looked at will not be graduating from Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and today I have a very special gift for you. It is the gift of super colossal strength through a little routine we call the lift. You know about leverage, right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to hold both your arms out just like so. All right, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna stand right here, and I want you to try to lift me up. Use all your strength.
Did you gain some weight?
Yeah, yeah, thank you, right? Well, like, if you don't mind me asking, how much you weigh?
About 165.
165. I weigh about 42, right? And did you feel like you were close, like you were about to get it? Somewhere? All right, here we go. I want you to hold your arms out to the side. Here we go. Let me get a good grip here. All right, hold on tight. All right, ready? And... yeah.
This guy works out. How about I do?
You know what? What's cool is you can even take it farther. Let me get a chair. Here we go. I'm gonna get down. Here we go. I'm gonna see it. This is gonna be tough. Come here. Come close. All right, here we go. Ready? Tell you, I'll keep it even farther out this time. I'll keep it out as far as I can. Right? Make it as hard as possible. Here we go. All right, here we go. Look, fair? You're gonna be blown away. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. No idea, huh? I'm using something you're not using. Namely, Jonathan. Turn around, watch it from the other angle. Turn around. Same deal. Here we go. Ready?
That was awesome.
You like that, man? Appreciate it, man. Ah, you got it. I want you to hold out your fist just like so. All right, and I'm gonna stand right here, and I want you to try as hard as you can to lift me up.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying. Can't do it.
You can't?
Nope.
All right, here we go.
Straight
Straight on, right?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Hey.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You want to try it?
All right, I'll try. How about the,
You just got to keep it straight and just right on up.
no. Oh, man. Are you locking your arms out?
Yeah, I'm locking my arms and I'm putting them right in your pits. There you go. All right, go.
I don't think I can do this.
You don't think so?
No. No, I can't. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I can bend it. I can't do it.
Ah,
So,
you just need a little bit of help.
all right. Good stuff.
I'm using body parts that you're not using, namely Jonathan's body parts. Turn around, watch it from the other side. Face that way. Stand here, just like you did it, just like you did it. Just like you did it, except facing the other way. Same experience, get ready. Here we go, ready, 1, 2, 3. Nicely done. Now, the biggest concern people have about trying to lift is they're all convinced that they're gonna know there's somebody behind them. Trust me, nobody ever knows. It's the last thing you would suspect. And the look on their face when you lift them up is absolutely priceless. Now, I know you guys are gonna have great footage of pulling this one off on your friends. You better post those videos at revision3.com/scamschool if you do have some kind of trouble, or you want to tell me about one of your favorite scams to pull on your friends. Send me a letter at brian@revision3.com. Don't forget, next episode we'll be giving you tips on how to testify before Congress. Until then, for Scam School, I'm Brian Brushwood. All right, Tyson, I weigh in at about $142, 142 pounds. How do you weigh in?
I'm 250.
250. All right, let me get it. Now I'm going to do it all the way out here, all the way here. Arms
Ready?
down. All right.
Arms down.
Hold it tight. Ready? 1,
I'm ready. 2,
3. Hit.
I needed that though, 'cause my back is kind of stiff today.
Not enough to get you all the way up, though.
Do
You
it.
ready?
Do it.
Here we go.
Do
All
it.
right, ready? 1,
2,
2,
3.
3. You're too tall.
You almost had it, man. You almost had it.
You don't have any idea, do you?
About what? You stole my wallet?
No. Dude, I'm $142. Do you think there's any chance I could possibly lift you off the ground
But it
from
was
2
fun
feet
to
away?
try.
Here we go.
Go.
You see, no curl at all.
Go.
No curl at all. Ready?
Go.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Oh, wait, you gotta
Oh, wait,
relax.
I'm
You gotta
sorry.
keep
Okay,
stiff.
all
Ready?
right.
1, 2, 3. Ready? Go. Jesus Christ. 250 is a lot.
All right, maybe 260.
All right, guys. Man, lots to unpack on this one. First of all, what a difficult problem to get a full reaction out of, because what happens in the mind is so cerebral, right? The confusion that people are experiencing is literally because they're experiencing a kinesthetic sort of mapping puzzle that can't just suss out. So it's not like they're going to get a big gotcha aha thing. Also, you can tell that Brian Brushwood's a little bit early in his presentation stage during this time. Here, let me pan this off to the side over here. So in this case, we were able to kind of punch up the reactions because originally our friend from TubeMogul, by the way, the whole reason that I ended up getting the gig at Revision 3 was because I started doing stuff with BBOTR, Brian Brushwood on the Road. And that was, I used a service called TubeMogul because, and again, this is hard for people to wrap their minds around. There was a time that nobody knew which of the services was going to win. Nobody knew if it was going to be Google Video, Dailymotion, there was some Meta something, Vimeo, YouTube. What were some of the other services? TubeMogul did them all. Yeah, sorry guys, I had myself turned down. I made the mistake of thinking I could do 3 things at once. Everybody knows I can only do two things at once. So TubeMogul was an uploader that got your stuff aggregated across multiple platforms. To be honest, it's an awful lot like Restream, which we're using right now, in order to do that for live stream. But because TubeMogul made sure that your stuff went out everywhere, you didn't have to worry about which one was going to end up being the winning platform. There we go. Do we like that? We like that. That looks good. Great. I'm going to save this. Boom. So I'll turn this down here, and we can kind of walk through everything. Again, we're still in the long intro phase, which, I mean, it's interesting because at the time, there's various moments that something like this is either a feature or a bug. And in this case, a long intro was a hallmark. It was a feature. We've talked about this before. The reason for long intros back in the television days is because you wanted about a 1 minute sync period to make sure everybody got on the same page at the same time. You're clicking around. That's definitely the Dukes of Hazzard. I made it. I found it. Even though we live in an age that clocks aren't all arranged at the same time. So likewise, because long intros were the rule, by adopting the trappings of television with the long intro, that was a benefit. Even though nowadays we'd be all like, dude, you don't have to tell me the show's called Scam School. I'm here. It's on the YouTube ecosystem. It's in the UI. It's in the platform. And so now all those rules are a little bit different. Now, in this case, take a look at this. Notice that what we get is we get a little bit of, let's say, deflection.
165. I weigh about 142, right? And did you feel like you were close, like you were about to get it? Somewhere? All right, here we go. I want you to hold your arms out to the side. There you go. Let me get a good grip here. All right, hold on tight. All right, ready? And... yeah.
So that moment right there, that stop and that doing, that was actually something that I had to, that was a note that I had made, was there's a brief frame where we can see he's genuinely fooled, but it's totally lost. Look at what this moment looks like if we don't do that skip.
You know what? What's cool is you can even take it
So all he does is he instantly kind of just shrugs it off.
farther. Let me get it.
And then he no-sells it again. Now, of course, this is, again, I can't overstate enough how weird it is having gigantic cameras and lights and everything set up in an age where television still seems to be intimidating. Nowadays, somebody pulls out their phone, you're vaguely aware that you might be about to be the next viral sensation, but it's a bit like being afraid of a lightning strike. All of this is incredibly coordinated. And so nowadays, what I've learned from shoots like this is that you got to prime people, and you got to let them know that the edit is very generous. Trust the edit is what I explained to everyone. And in fact, at this point in the story, even I have not learned that lesson. I'm gonna learn that lesson, I think, around episode 12, with what felt like a disastrous shoot that I'll tell you guys about, but ended up being a fine episode.
Quick, go close. All right, here we go. Ready? Yeah, I'll keep it even farther out this time. I'll keep it out as far as I can, right?
And so at this point, we kind of end up over-proving for this, but it is a 30-second gag that the moment you see it, you get it. So if I were to redo this nowadays, I might do a collection of various people. He did give a good reaction when he figured it out. But I would also make sure that it wouldn't be Brian being the awesome one. In the beginning, nobody knows who Brian is, so Brian has to be, look, I'm awesome and clever in all these snarky ways. But if I were doing it nowadays, I'd probably get Callie, my youngest daughter, to do it. But shouts out to fellow January 17th birthday haver David Prager. David Prager is founder of Revision 3. He was the vice president.
All right, and I'm going to stand.
I chatted with him just a month ago.
Try as hard as you can to lift me up. Okay, I'm trying. Can't do it. You can't? Nope.
And in David's case, David is he's so being present in the moment. And what I love about David is like when he talks stuff out, it's exactly what he's thinking the entire way through. So you can see he gets right here and he ends up kind of no-selling the bit.
Put them right in your pits. There you go. All right, go.
I don't think I can do this.
You don't think so?
No. No, I can't. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I can bend it. I can't do it.
You just need a little bit of help.
And so in this case, he was like, "Wow, that's something you could do that I cannot," which is an actual problem in the world of magic. Sometimes people are good enough that people don't recognize that what they're seeing is a magic effect. Canonically, the story that I love the most is so Tom Mullica did cigarette eating. Let me see if I can find one of the lesser known performances. Here, I'll just, we just need the visual on this. But he did these routines where he would appear to swallow entire packs of cards, and he competed at FISM, the Olympics of Magic. And at the time, everybody was like, I don't get it. Why would we give this man an award? All he did was eat an entire pack of cigarettes. That can't be good. And of course he didn't. It was just an extremely good magic trick where you watched all of them go in, and then finally he starts talking again. It's an amazing trick. But if you don't know it's a trick, then you don't know how to sell it. So you want, and again, part of the reason I think about these things is because we're entering another age where it's difficult to know how to react if you don't know what's a bit and what's not. For example, Justin Robert Young, he used AI to deepfake a surprise end picture of the Melania movie in which they reveal, like in a Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of way, Jackie O shows up. And he said it got a soft response. And when I looked at it, it was quite literally too good of a deepfake. The deepfake looked too good. And as a result, it was not clear that he was making a joke, or it looked like an out of context mislabeled thing. What? Hold on. Emily 35, you're going to have to get in line because it's time to check in with everyone. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go.
Check, check, check. Oh, damn! It's time to get started. Sling a nerd gave us money.
Hell yeah! I don't even mind that it's Canadian money.
I am no longer certain whether or not Canadian money is worth more or less than American money.
It's all shillings to me. Okay, all right. We'll say hey to everyone. There we go. Canadian dollars? No, that's totally fine. Hello, Flo Chinachi. Howdy, Dylan Theus. Thank you so much, man. And reminder to everyone that you can support the show by going to patreon.com/modernrogue and buy some loot at Scam Stuff. We got new loot to show you guys. Hello, G. James B. Hello, Not Scary Steve. Hello, Taylor Latus. Hello, 9 Loki 27. Flying Car 100. Super Blitz 87. Che, who brought us all kinds of trivia that was less perfect. Yes, of course I should do the hairstyle again. And yes, this trick does end up costing you a drink from your assistant. Hopefully I got my audio all fixed out according to you guys. Yep. Hopefully everything's good now. Let's see. Restart the story. Nicholas George remembers watching on iTunes. And now, yeah, Cliff Horn, you're right. We get the opportunity to skip 3-second long intros. I think the Pluribus intros, all of 10 seconds long, and it gives you the opportunity to sketch, which means... Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Emily. Australian $2 all around. Thank you.
I am not certain what $2 in Australian is compared to $2 Canadian. I propose we wager 1 Iraqi dinar against the 2 to see which one comes out ahead.
Actually, that's a good question. What do you guys think? Place your bets in the chat before we check. Which do you think is worth more, an Australian dollar or a Canadian dollar? Because I suspect both are about to be worth more than the US dollar. We'll see, though. Yeah, that's right. Oh, look, Iwacko beat me to the joke. Howdy, Super Blitz 87. Good to see you. Canadian buck is worth $3.25. Okay, people are saying we got it all right. Everyone's agreeing. They're placing their bets on Australia. So here, while we get that settled, I'll tee up something else. Ooh, Emily35 thinks it's going to be Canadian. I guess we could check. That's an idea. Here, we'll just do... Do you guys create new chats for everything on your chat GPT? Which... Oh, I don't know what I'm typing. Which is worth more, a Canadian dollar or an Australian dollar? Express amounts in US dollars as of today. There we go. And let us take a look. Execute order 66. Okay, let's see. I did try, part of the confusion was I moved the background music to another place where it can more reliably not be fighting with other things. $1 Canadian dollar is about 73 cents, and $1 Australian dollar is about 70 cents. Hot damn, look at that. I didn't see that coming. Congratulations, Canada. You win this round. So this effect, if it wasn't clear enough in there, some of the key things is you want to keep the arms all the way straight, locked in, and more importantly, you want to let you want to make them, not let them. You want to make sure that they keep their arms straight and locked so you're able to get leverage and lift them up. And of course, if you were to just, as a person lift up, there's no way you'd be strong enough to lift them. It is very, very subjectively surprising when you're the one lifted up, especially by somebody who's so small. However, take a look at this end fail, the one that we began with. In this case, it wasn't the fact that this was a bigger guy at 250 pounds. It's the fact that he was letting the leverage, he was letting us waste our energy pulling up. This is actually a derivation of the Georgia magnet. This is what I wanted to talk about today. Here, take a look at this part.
250. All right, let me get it. Now I'm going to do it all the way out here, all the way here. Arms down, all right.
Arms down.
Hold it tight.
So
ready?
watch
1,
him flop
2,
here.
3.
So that bit with his arms going up, let's take a look at this effect. We're looking for the Georgia magnet effect. Oh no, I don't want your weird pseudoscience-y stuff. Let's see. Yeah.
You are impossible to lift.
Whoa. Hey, wait a minute. Look at this. It's Martin Sargent. This is fantastic. Sisyphan, by the way, is the best at this effect. She is incredible. I didn't know that she did this exact same trick. That's fantastic. 12 years ago. This is great.
Some sort of mental power you have. Really strong people cannot lift you up.
What we did was research the lady that made this famous in the 1880s and read her autobiography and utilized some of those techniques and we'd go to gyms.
Yeah, that's right. Brian Gillis and Sisyphan, they were in the college market as well as a lot of I don't know, all 5 of us.
And every once in a while somebody could lift her and she'd study some martial arts and stuff and go back and find the same guys and they wouldn't be able to lift her.
2 big, strong guys. The bigger, the stronger, the better. Big guy there. Let's give him a round of applause.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
You know what? Cliff is asking if there's a Donahue episode about the Georgia magnet. This definitely seems like it's got daytime talk show written all over it.
I'm doing better.
Doing better? Me too.
That's
Okay,
not
go like
like
this.
that.
You use your legs, hold your back, okay? Go all the way down. Just lift me up.
All the way down.
No, whatever. Oh, not that long.
Hey,
One, two, three, lift me.
What
Put her
interesting.
down gently.
That's good. Thank you.
Now, look her in the eye, concentrate, wait for her.
Okay, this was a popular solution. This I want to be kind here. A lot of magicians would, rather than wear a lapel mic, they would very conveniently wear one of these regular wireless mic holders. I could not bring myself to do such a thing.
Close her eyes and then do the same lift.
Just grab me the same spot. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Same thing except watch for her to close her eyes.
Okay, go with it.
Look her in the eye.
So this effect is a remarkable fusion of, you can see all the different vectors. First of all, there is a leverage vector similar to the dude. It looked like he was doing everything the same, but just by being loose in his armpits, I wasn't able to lift him up. In this case, there's a placement issue where, to the audience's perspective, everything looks like everything is set up exactly the same, but a minor difference in placement of the hands and of arrangements in terms of what directions you're allowed to go has a giant outsized effect on leverage. And you'll see this later in the Epic Power Band scam as well.
Same spot. Okay. Now look at me.
And so in this case, the theatrical conceit, of course, is that you want the two biggest, tallest, giantest people in the room. So it makes it all the more impressive that they're not able to lift such a small person. It's a good effect. It's a really, really good effect. God, now I want to see the whole Martin Sargent appearance. That's amazing. So in this case, what looks like the exact same setup with him becomes so impossible. We end up actually, it occurs to me in this fail video, we're actually watching a version of him doing the Georgia Magnet to us. This is Mauricio Balvanera over here helping out. And of course, because, I mean, if you look at it, my angle is almost straight up on that anyway, so it's not going to work. Yeah. I'm glad they put this in. Yeah, it's good stuff. That was an interesting episode. Any questions on that one before we move on? Let's see. Yeah, that's 100% right. Not scary, Steve. That's exactly where we're at. Oh, I didn't write down an agenda. All I did was get as far as making sure to go live today. Today is a busy day. I'm going to have to call it a bit early unless you guys have... Uh-oh. Did you see that, guys? That thing I don't like where they do the wrong sides? Well, guess what? Now, that means I get to do my trick of fixing the things because I know how to fix them. Media and bot. I think that's okay. Oh, there we go. There's that. And there's that. And there's this. And then back. Hey, now they all work. Yeah. Yeah. We did it, team. Pow, pow. Now I'm going to save that. And we get one more step closer to perfection. Well done. Hey guys, quick reminder. We were talking about discussion boards and such. Of course, you guys should be supporting the show, patreon.com/ModernRogue. 100% of all that cash goes to keeping Modern Rogue World Headquarters up and running. That way I don't have to be just a rando with a webcam. I could be a guy with a haunted cult compound and a webcam. So one of the discussion topics... Oh, you know what? I actually do have a bit of homework to do. I wanted to create an idea tournament. You guys have heard me talking a fair bit about the Scampocalypse. If you're new to all this stuff, basically, there's a society-wide serious problem. I don't know how else to put it, that I've been keeping an eye on. And that's the fact that generative AI has essentially supercharged bad guys, and now AI and deepfake frauds are on the way. I mean, for all the laughs we get out of the deepfakes, and we're going to do more deepfakes, it's going to be great. The under the surface pro-social part of that is just like the only way fake psychics got away with fooling scientists were because magicians didn't want to tell the scientists, here's how to do the trick, you guys should learn some magic. And I don't want to sit by and watch that happen again in my lifetime. And so in this case, it happened in the 1970s. That was before my watch. In the 2010s, the magicians, for my money, went a little bit mealy-mouthed. They would just demonstrate psychic feats, and they would tell people, and because you've seen me do it, you should just keep that in mind and not be fooled anymore. Bullshit. Bullshit, hot garbage, not true, not the way humans work. The only way you can smell a scam coming a mile away is if you have engaged in the role of deceiver, of the deception artist. That's the only way. And so as a result, that means we all have to get really, really good at being deceivers. So, two things. First of all, if you head on over to Scampocalypse.com. There we go. I'm going to start promoting this on the email list. By the way, you should be on the email list. Signup.scamstuff.com. But Perry Carpenter and I are doing a full one-day workshop in Clearwater, Florida, March 2nd. This is the day before the Convene Security Awareness Training Conference. It's going to be awesome. As a matter of fact, as soon as we wrap up here, I'm going to hop on a call with Perry, and we're going to record our explanation video of all the stuff in there. It's going to be 6 to 8 hours of hands-on deception. You're going to learn, yes, some fun magic tricks to deceive your friends. There will be breakout groups to deceive each other. What you'll be learning in that part is the importance of lyrical pacing, the importance of full-body kinesthetic deception, not just your words. You need to learn how to improvise. We're going to be learning the importance of phrasing to create what magicians call a dual reality, or what scam artists are able to do in order to get people to technically buy in for something, find themselves trapped in a place where the face-saving move is for them to lose a whole bunch of money. But most importantly, we're going to have a complete blast because we're going to be learning how to do deepfakes. We're going to spend 3-hour-long blocks learning the secrets of deepfakery. We had a lot of fun with this stuff. You guys are going to learn. Look, I will never get tired of the hands. That hand is great. So bring your laptop and come ready to learn how to actually deepfake. You're gonna walk away having deepfaked other people, learning how to spot deepfakes. Of course, that's the thing. Look, we're all going to learn how to fake each other, but in so doing, that will reveal to us how to spot it from a mile away. You will be the expert. You won't need to hire somebody from the outside to come in and explain stuff. You will be that person, and we're going to guide you through it. Perry, as you know, is a complete expert for a long time. I'm the newbie, but also, as of now, no slouch. I am no slouch on this stuff. And the two of us are going to team up to help you. Just head on over to scampocalypse.com. That is coming up in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Wow. Yeah. Watch for the video and the announcement of that coming out soon. And can we deepfake you? Oh, you better believe it.
I just assumed everybody already was deepfaking me.
And me too, Justin Robert Young. That's hilarious. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. You know what? I'll just leave it. There we go. Hey, Wago. I've always been a curious person, slow to believe most things. But since watching you make deepfakes, I look like a schizo watching videos, LMAO.
Yeah. The thing I try to track, and this is a long-time habit of being just in the deception game, is I think a lot about, like, what's the shortest path? And also I remember that the long path also sometimes gets used. So the long path may be involving doing a ridiculous amount of practicing for what seems like a nonchalant, off-the-cuff move. That happens. But also, sometimes it's like, what's the shortest path? The trick is sometimes people want to decide something is real or not real simply because they want to close the loop and they can't understand why somebody would do it. And then oftentimes people do a lot of weird stuff. They do it for social points. They do it for credibility. They do it to see if they can do it. That's what you guys have been watching me do with this stuff that we've been recording. But yeah, hopefully we're all, I don't want to say paranoid, because paranoid is not an empowered state of being. Hello, Infamous 004. How are you? Whoa. Oh, I just realized what I did. Interesting. Okay, I'm already thinking about where I can place this so it doesn't cover up my beautiful, beautiful face. Hi, Wacko. Tell me all about it, man. Hit me up at brian@schwood.com. Or better yet, actually, to be honest, I'm going to start giving a different email. Hit me up, modernrogueshow@gmail.com. It's because it's so dead on. Oh, there we go. Here we go. BioCow's got one for us. Here, I'm going to copy the text. Let's see what we got. Pew! Whoa. Hey, that does look like me. Oh, there we go.
As far back as the ancient Greek tragedy Medea, references were made to holding a bar of red-hot iron in one's hands in order to prove innocence. The concept of resistance to fire is one as old as history itself. As far back as the ancient...
I like the lisping Brian. The concept of resistance to fire is one as old as history itself.
References were made to holding a bar of red-hot iron in one's hands in order to prove innocence. The concept of resistance to fire is one as old as history itself. As far back...
It's pretty good. Yeah, then the prompt is really good too. Check out BioCow's prompt. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a tick. Oh. Yeah, he has here, Schwood against a back background, a very low lighting. He's twirling a baton on fire, doing a fire eating routine. He says, the concept of resistance to fire is what is old as history itself. As far as the ancient Greek tragedy Medea, references are made to holding a bar of red-hot iron in one's hands in order to prove innocence or sincerity. Actually, the faster I try to read it, the more I sound like this guy.
Back as the ancient Greek tragedy Medea, references were made to holding a bar of red-hot iron in one's hands in order to prove innocence.
Iron in one's hands. Captain Morgan. So, here's what I want to get started on. Here, I'm going to post a challenge question. Ooh. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. If you guys aren't poking around BigNerve, I'm going to start asking interesting questions for money challenges. You could just sign in with one of your other socials or whatever. Things I like about BigNerve is that structurally, it's going to be similar to what you've seen in Reddit. However, there's no way to score points by being unhelpful. You can only mark things as insightful, helpful, or funny. And that's great. Those are the 3 flavors of upvotes that you can get. Or you could tag it as not helpful and explain why. But it's very difficult to get in the weeds in arguments on BigNerve because they only nest down, I think, 2 layers. So in general, it keeps everything constructive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I'm at Schwood. So if you just go to bignerve.com/@Schwood. Oh, nope. That's not right at all. /Wood? /Wood. That's it. Yeah. BigNerve.com/Wood. I'm going to put like 10 thought-provoking questions, and they're kind of important because what I'm on the hunt for, as always, are what are my blind spots? What am I not seeing? What are some ways to make deepfakes not just people aware of them? Actually, that's part of it. That'd be one question. What's a way to make deepfakes more people more aware of it? For my money, can't do bigger than the release of Sora. Sora, just like that. The moment I showed my mom her talking to me in a video form, she completely on her own had the thought, oh my God, I can't trust anything anymore. Good. Yes, that's exactly right. Good job. It's going to be similar to what you've seen on Reddit. However, it's going to be similar in format. In content, you will find it very different. Here's the biggest thing about BigNerve. And I've asked them repeatedly because I want to make sure this is the case before I go saying it. But because their entire platform is based on idea generation from humans, they are very, very sensitive to just bot behavior in there. Not only for bots in, but also they don't train any bots. That's one thing that made me deeply uncomfortable with Reddit, and I don't know where Dig is going to be at on this, but the very idea that the more that you engage as a human with the platform, that you're doing the heavy lifting for robots, for some whatever reason, just doesn't feel great to me. And for some possibly irrational reason, the idea that BigNerve is committed to being for humans by humans, I suspect there's going to be a place for that. And I rather like if what we're doing is we're solving for the question of what happens when bad guys get supercharged deceptive powers like they have with all the AI stuff, then what can we do as humans to keep everyone unlikely to get scammed? Because again, the data's coming in. This Deloitte terrifying hockey stick, that is based on FBI reported data. So it's already happening, whether we like it or not. So anyway, there's one thing that kind of confuses people and they want to know if it's a mistake or if it's real. It is real. And that is the fact that they pay money. And people who participate pay money. So when it says this is a $50 challenge or whatever bounty I put on it, that is real money, because what we're on the hunt for is who is being the most helpful in solving for this large societal problem. And of course, along the way, what they get out of it is they get more users, more data, more people finding out how to do everything. This is already the back end that we use for the Roustabout Society. And I think I'm going to build it out a little bit more on there. That's right. Ooh, look at this. Not Scary Steve says, can't confirm, real money. They have paid me so much. Yes. And my favorite part is that not Scary Steve spends it at scamstuff.com, which I think is great. If it is just reported data, it doesn't have to be much worse. Yeah, I'm certain it's so much worse on that. Oh, that's great. BioCow also attests on BigNerve. That's great. So, at any rate, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make this promise. Over the weekend, I may not do a Scam School. I may do like a one-time special to catch everyone up on all the Scam Schools we've done so far. And then we can build out questions in the BigNerve. Crypto for humans. Emily 35, it of course is not free money. You're earning it. It's an idea tournament. Basically, we're all solving problems, and then we're all voting for whose answers we like and which one seems to be solving the problem. And then meanwhile, whoever has a $50 problem is excited that a bunch of humans are solving it. Just bignerve.com/wood. Let me throw this on there. Let me. There we go. There we go. Pow pow. That looks great. Good job. That's a fine mess. Pow pow. There we go. Sure. And you know what? Why not? Let me just go ahead and, since I'm goofing around right now, anywho. Oh. Ooh. Aha. I can. Here, I'll just kind of crop that. There we go. That's kind of less jank. Yeah. That'll be the spot. All right, guys. I think I'm in my last few minutes. I forgot to put on the timer as per the usual. So here, I'll just lip service to the timer. We'll do speed round. Last 5 minutes. All right. You guys say you got a lot of nerves. They're made of brass. Oh, let me go in order. Flaming Oreos on a stick. That is what it looks like in that video. Crypto for humans. Yeah. It'll be one of those things that everybody, to be honest, everybody's like, how is this a thing? In the end, nobody knows. Next week, we'll be exploiting people to see how much they care for their football, soccer. Wait, is the Super Bowl happening? Sorry. Is the big game happening? I forgot all about that. Yeah. I'll tell you what. There's lots to love and also be confused by when it comes to the phenomenon of the Super Bowl. On the plus side, it's practically a religious holiday. It's a religious event. All the myths, legends everyone puts onto it. Culturally, it's a touchstone. As you guys know, I'm very big on a shared reality for everyone, and I'm not very particular about what that reality is, so long as everybody's on the same page. That's pretty good. Ooh, the Scam School Omnibus, episodes 1 through 10. I like that. And to be honest, not Scary Steve, then what I could do, if it's all in one thing, then that one could go inside the Roustabout Society. What do you have to do? Is it like people to asking people to do research for you? Not really. It's there's a series of open-ended questions. Like, for example, I would say, what could be a way for Brian Brushwood to get the word out on the Scampocalypse? Now, that is the type of question that I could ask a robot, and I will get dipshit robot answers. Meanwhile, all of you guys, nobody knows Brian Brushwood better than you guys. And so you guys have in your guts, in a massively parallel institutional knowledge, you guys know things that I'm good at and not good at, or I'm a natural fit for and not a natural fit for. I can't see that because I'm too locked in with all my biases or distracted with, the fact that I have to suddenly switch modalities and take care of my kids for X, Y, and Z. And so weirdly, it becomes worth $50 for me to say, have a tournament. And whoever wins gets a share of that money. And then now, all of a sudden, it doesn't feel like you're doing work. You're just spitballing and voting on each other's spitballs. And then, strangely, that is incredibly valuable and extraordinarily targeted. And at the same time, pro-social, all that stuff. So if you do want to research, like, for example, for your own reasons, if you would want to come up with a better idea than someone else, then maybe you'd talk to ChatGPT or whatever. But at some point, you're going to submit your suggestion. And That will be uniquely human. Wait, you got 4 digits? BioCow, is that for reals? Now is a really good time for me to remind everyone to head on over to scamstuff.com. Ballyhoo. Pick up Ballyhoo at ballyhoo.scamstuff.com. We still have not officially done the big, sexy launch of it because I still need to upload some stuff to the Roustabouts. Holy cow. Congratulations, BioCow. Boy, this really, if I was on the outside looking in, all of this would look like a scam. But luckily, it's from the scam school guy. So if it is a scam, I'm doing it the wrong way around. Oh, my God. Yeah, correct, Carl Winslow. I don't think that what they were claiming was that they didn't use copyrighted works. I think they were claiming that that in the training they fed in the books, but this is me remembering the quote. You know, essentially they were saying it's not like you can reconstruct the whole book, which of course that read as a dare for people who sat and spent a lot of time, energy, and effort to carefully extract all the passages to construct a book, which is complicating the new precedent-setting case study. So much case law is going to be based on this OpenAI versus New York Times lawsuit. It's really astonishing, but I expect this is where Brian sips tea and says, let me know when y'all get that shit figured out. I'm here for the humans. That's it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up, get the day started. I will see you guys soon. Tomorrow, maybe. Oh my God, that's great. I am crass. The Houdini box, the Houdini cell, I'm very, very proud of. Yep, and in fact, we're looking to rebuild a bunch of those other puzzle boxes. But for now, I'll see you guys at BigNerve.com/wood. Go ahead and sign up and feel free to start chiming in. And if you're in the Roustabout Society, look for some new stuff coming up soon. It's going to be great. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow's.